Refinement. The act of making small changes or additions in order to improve something. It's to make something better. And, I think the one thing that we say is consistent in this world is change. And I know that we've all experienced some kind of change throughout the year that's been 2020. But for me, that change kind of had to do something with my personal brand. I needed to do a little bit of refinement.
So I gave myself a month and a bit to take this project on and to really refine and reconstruct on the foundations I've already laid on my personal brand. So now I'm super excited to share something that is kind of the same thing, but just a little bit different. I get a lot of my creative inspiration from being outside. I love the sound of the ocean. I love looking at the architecture of buildings. I love seeing landscapes. I love seeing the creative artwork that you'll find on like buildings or walls, especially here in Cape Town. It's all these little bits and pieces of the outside world that kind of fuel my creativity. So when we went into lockdown and I guess I no longer had the choice to go outside, it almost felt like the tap for my creative juices stopped flowing. And you'd think that maybe being indoors would kind of spark a different kind of creativity from me. It might push me to go beyond my creative boundaries a bit. It might maybe inspire me in a completely new way. But that was not the case. I mean, it did for a little while, and I did manage to do some interesting things creatively while I was inside. But if being outdoors is where I get my creative inspiration from, and I no longer could go outside to go do that, well then, how was I going to actually sustain my creativity for the next X amount of months? To be honest, there was a moment at the beginning of lockdown where I thought, actually, I don't know if I can still be as creative as I used to be. I remember just all the ideas that I had creatively. I shut some of them down. Other people had to shut my ideas down too, but basically it was just a complete shutdown of my creativity at that period and point in time. But then I turned 25 and out of all of the things I wanted to do on my 25th birthday, I just wanted to be outside. I wanted to feel the sun on my face while I was out in the ocean, hearing the waves crash against the rocks. I needed to be outside to get that creative flow again. And I'm really glad I actually did this on my birthday, because that's exactly what happened. I got my little creative spark and the ignition lit up. And I think that's when I realized that being outside, although it is a source of inspiration for me, it's more a case of it illuminates the creativity that I already have inside myself 24/7. I get a lot more clarity when I'm outside. I feel a sense of peace and calm, and I can really hear my creative ideas. I can really tune into the creative flow when I'm outside. And that is when I got my little creative spark on my birthday, when I was just outside hearing sounds of life, being away from the space I've been in for months. I got a better sense of who I am, and not just who I am in terms of Khalipha, the Wonder Woman who does so many things. I got clarity on Khalipha, the creative person, the marketer, the content creator, the YouTuber, the blogger, the photographer. I got clarity on my creativity, and as soon as I got that clarity, that's when I got to work and kind of began the process of refining the foundations I already had placed on my creativity and my personal brand. And just sat down and really wanted to ensure that it was going to be something really special, really creative, but 1000% me. So I'm really happy with all the content that I have created in the past, my YouTube videos, blog posts, the Instagram posts. I'm so happy with what I've created, because it took all of that to get to where I am now, where I am nothing but excited to share content and my creativity that's underpinned by the three things that I really value and hold dear to myself, and that is to inspire, to motivate, and to educate. I think that really is the three things I'm meant to do on my time here on this big blue planet, and I hope to do that creatively. So this is me once again reintroducing myself to the YouTube space, but doing so with the end goal of wanting to just simply inspire real life. So with that, I say thanks so much for watching this video. It probably is going to be weird that I'm ending my video with my official YouTube intro, but it's what we're doing now. And I guess I will see you on my next video. Love and light. Bye.